We are on lesson 5, graphic designing using Adobe Photoshop. Now we move on to our second activity, which is using certain tools. So let's look at this image over here. So we are supposed to download this image onto our computer, and we are supposed to get the same colors that are on this side onto this side. Okay, so let's get started. Let's open a new window and let's download this image. Okay, so as I told you at the beginning, I'll be doing almost every activity in Paint and Photoshop to show you how both of them work. So show in folder. So I do have it over here. I'm going to open with Paint for now. Okay, you can come to your image, right click and say open with Paint. By chance, let's say Paint is not appearing over here, you can come to start and you can type Paint over here. Okay, open Paint. And then you can come to file, open. Okay, so the computer asks you what do you want to open, so you come to downloads and you say you want to open this particular image. Okay, that's the second method of opening it. Okay, so this image is too much zoomed in, so let's zoom out. Okay, this looks better. So I want the same colors that are over here, I want it to come over here. So the best tool that you can use is you can use something which we have, which is called the paint bucket tool. Okay, or else it's called the fill with color. Okay, so if you take a color and put it here, that this entire area will be filled with that color that you have poured over here. But the first thing that we do need to get is we need to select the correct color. So what I do is, instead of selecting the color from over here, what I do is I have something which we call a color picker. Okay, in Paint it's called a color picker. I take this tool and I say I want this exact black. Okay, so when I click on it, immediately that black comes over here. Then I take the paint bucket. So when I take the paint bucket, right now this black is only inside the paint bucket. Is it clear? Right now inside this paint bucket is this black color. Is black color. Okay, so I just come and pour that over here and pour it over here. So also this area is black, so let me come and fill that with black, this with black. Okay, this area also with black, and hands also have to be black. This area is also in black, and feet. Okay, so that's okay. Then next what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take again, I need to color the face now. So I'm going to be taking the color picker tool and saying I want this exact color. So now you see that color comes over here. So then I take the paint bucket from here and I come and pour it over here, and that's it. Then I'm going to take the next color, which is the hand. Take this particular white. You see the white comes over here. Take the paint bucket and pour that over here. Over here it's the same white that's coming again. Okay, so let's leave it as it is. Then I do need this red color. So let's take this. Take it. Take the paint bucket and pour that over here. Also the tongue is a bit lighter in color. Let me take that as well. It didn't get selected properly. Okay, that looks better. Let's come and pour that over here. The inside part is a bit darker. Let me keep it over there and click on that. That looks better. Okay, and the shoes, yes, I need to get that. Click on that and click on this, click on this, click on this, and click on this. Okay, so I think the image is complete. I think I have not missed out on anything. So once you're done with this, just do save this as file, save as, and you can save it as dash using Paint. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing using Photoshop. Okay, so we have the original image over here. You can right click and you can say open with Adobe Photoshop. Okay, or else you can come to start and you can type Photoshop over here. You get it over here and you can open it. Okay, I already do have it minimized here since I was doing the previous lesson. I'm going to close this. Okay, so let me just show you how Photoshop works. Okay, so I told you method number one is you can come and right click and say open with Adobe Photoshop, or else your second method can be file, open, and you can locate your file, which is right now in downloads, and you can come over here and you can click open. Okay, so this is what you're going to see over Photoshop, and I'm going to just close all these and bring it all up to the side. Okay, So for now, I would just want you to focus on this, the left side. Okay, this is where you have various tools that Photoshop has given you. Okay, various tools have been given to you over here. The first tool I'm going to focus on is, as I told you, we have something which we have over here, which is called the, let me click on it and keep the cursor. It's called the color eyedropper tool. In Paint, it's called the color picker tool. In Photoshop, it's called the eyedropper tool. And if you look very carefully in brackets, it says the letter I, which means that the shortcut key for this tool is I. You press I, this tool gets selected. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to select this particular black. Okay, immediately over here you can see the black has been selected. Okay, this is the foreground color. Okay, so I clicked on this, immediately the black color comes over here. So now I need to pour the paint over here. So once again we use the paint bucket tool. If you look very carefully over here, we have the paint bucket tool. Let me click on it and keep the cursor there. Shortcut key for the paint bucket tool is G. Okay, so I'm taking the paint bucket. Okay, some of y'all might not be able to find the paint bucket. Don't worry, because just right click on the tool below the eraser. Okay, this is the eraser tool below it, because inside paint bucket you have two other tools. Sometimes you might be right now in gradient tool, or sometimes you might right now be in the 3D material drop tool, so then you might not be able to find the paint bucket. Don't worry, don't panic, just right click and say you want the paint bucket tool. Once you have got the paint bucket tool, you can come over here and you can draw what you call spill black over here, spill it over here, spill over here, spill over here, over here, and then you need the feet as well. Okay, nicely done. Then next you would need the face, so you can take the eyedropper tool from over here. Shortcut key was I. Click on this area, you see immediately that color goes over here. So then you take the paint bucket tool and you pour it over here. Oh, we missed the black color area from here, right? So let me take the eyedropper tool again, take black color, take the paint bucket over here, and over here. Also, then I need the next one I'm going to go is for the tongue. Sorry, take the eyedropper tool, which is this area. So that color comes over here, and then I take the paint bucket tool, draw it over here. Then the next one is the inner part, which is somewhere over here, and take the paint bucket and drop it over there. If you do need to zoom in, you can use Control and plus, zooms in. To zoom out, Control and minus. Then do not forget we need this area. So we took that, take the paint bucket, drop it over here. And then we need the yellow as well. So I say I want this particular yellow, and take the paint bucket tool, draw it over here, over here, over here, and over here. Okay, so I think the image looks complete. So once you're done, this is how you'll be saving the image. You'll be coming to File, you'll be coming to Save As. Don't click Save, because then the original image will be lost. So click on File, Save As. Okay, so we name this as using Paint now. So we just save this as using Photoshop. Okay, make sure you are saving it as a JPEG. Let's save it as a bitmap image. Okay, this is just for viewing purposes. You're not going to be enlarging this image, you're not going to be resizing this image, so we can save it as a bitmap image. Okay, we can save it as JPEG. Okay, this format is completely fine. Click on Save and say OK for this, and then over here, so in your folder you'll be having two extra files. So what you do is, please make sure you upload these two back into the classroom so I can check, and if you have any problems with it, you can comment there as well. Okay, so just come back into your classroom, come back over here, click on the back button. So you click on View Assignment, and you can say Add or Create Files. Select files from your device. So you come all the way to Downloads. So I need these two files, select both of them. Say Open, Upload, and once both of them are done, please make sure you click on the Turn in button, so that would say you have completed this particular assignment.